CL3 still camping in that generator 2 stair room. As iTorn's finally pushing up, and he's got that MP7, so we'll see how he does at close range against this. And he gets taken out by Tuuma.
Elaine, the last one left for the egomaNiac team in the 4v1 situation. Let's see what he can work here. His helmet's off, and he's got about 2/3 HP left. But that SA-58 pair does do a lot of damage. Let's see what he can do here. There looks like the Team Equality team is surrounding him in this office area.
As we see, Will Smith actually seen him and open up some shots on him, but we're gonna have Tuuma run into him hopefully in this. Yep, here it is, and Elaine gets Tuuma, who has had a very strong round. As there's only 30 seconds left, Elaine has to go get that bomb right now, and has to plan if he wants to play the time. But it's looking like he's not gonna be able to do that, so they're just gonna let the round run out for the second round in a row, pretty much. As we've seen he takes out Inhale. Inhale's really gonna have to pick it up if Team Equality is gonna move further in this round.
Operation failure. Return to main base.
Yeah, Lane had a nice shot, but he just let the time run too low, and he might have had a chance at it, but
Roger.
Yeah, as I've seen, AVA does have that long round timer of 3 minutes. I know in some of the other games it's a minute 30, a minute 45, depending on what game it is. But it's nice to see how fast or how slow each team.
Go, man.
Mr. Gats with the early push into 1, and Kate Pro with the scope on mid, but Elaine holding down the site with Rook game.
Yeah, Raukheim is definitely picking it up in this past 2 rounds, as iTorn gets Will Smith, but gets taken out, or Raukheim takes out Tuuma rather.
Your efforts are commended.
So we have a 4-3 game right here in our first half of Blackson between Team Equality and egomaNiac.
At the moment, it looks like iTorn gets the double pick on Monet and Nale, who pushed into the warehouse. It was a nice play by them. Looks like the egomaNiac team is gonna rotate and take advantage of this. Only Tuuma is at once. Raukheim with the C4 and Mr. Gats and iTorn pushing into that warehouse, and Elaine has control of that office. He's taking shots with Tuuma, as Mr. Gats and Raukheim are gonna engage with Tuuma. Raukheim takes out Tuuma, and now they're gonna have an easy plant as CL3 and Will Smith are rotating from that 2 site.
Charge set.
It's a 5v2 situation. Let's see what they can do here.
We have a shout out from Waka to Inhale saying, "Pick it up, homie." We see a lot of pre-fire in that area, as iTorn actually picked up the sniper and takes out Will Smith, and CL3 gets a double kill, but Katsi Pro from the back takes him out. So right now for the egomaNiac team, we have Elaine at 8 and 5, iTorn at 8 and 7, Katsi Pro at 7 and 3, Raukheim just below him at 7 and 6, and then Mr. Jats bottoming at 3 and 5. As for this Team Equality, we have Will Smith at 9 and 5, Tuuma at 7 and 7, CL3 at 4 and 6, Monet at 4 and 7, and then Inhale at the very, very bottom of the match at 2 and 8. As CL3 gets a double kill on iTorn and Raukheim, as Mr. Gats takes out Will Smith. So we have a 4-on-3 situation for this Team Equality team, as they need this round, as they need as many rounds as they can get at this point. As it's a 5-3 advantage for egomaNiacs. CL3 gets the rotator round and kills Katsi Pro.
So 4v1 situation at the moment. Elaine takes out CL3, but gets pistol whipped by Monet. Nice try.
So this is going to be a 5-4 match after you get this bomb defused, and remember guys, if you haven't already, tell your friends to come watch the live stream, as we have a very, very close and good match right now, and we'll have more later today, as we will stream at least 2 more matches and the grand finals.
Right now, egomaNiac's looking to have a strong push in the warehouse here. They've taken one fairly easily so far this game. Right now, few egomaNiac players synchronizing their set nades. Wow, they were all-time set nades into one. Very nice play by egomaNiac. Right now, they're pushed up in the site. Not like the only one there. Gets taken out by a lane as Monet is working mid.
Will Smith actually gets a lane with that SG-550. As I said before, it's a very uncommon gun in this competitive play. Monet gets a nice shot on Will Smith, as he was flanking around the back, and Tuuma actually takes out Raukheim. So right now they have this one side under control, leaving iTorn and Kati Pro away from the site as iTorn gets the kill on Tuuma, and he's in that firefight with CL3 right now. Kati Pro is going to go ahead and flank around the back, and he needs to get on that bomb defuse if they're going to save the round, but they can't, as Will Smith actually kills Kati Pro, but CL3 pistols iTorn. So we have a 5-5 match right now, and this will be our deciding round as who takes the first half.
Yeah, right now you can see egomaNiac's offense is just playing pressure points at the moment. Majority inside too, but they're playing pretty cautious, not wanting to give up this half. As iTorn is exchanging shots with CL3.
iTorn in that vent can be an advantage and a disadvantage all at the same time, depending on where the defense is playing. As we just seen that Will Smith actually takes him out with a nade. It's in a very compact space in that vent area. He had nowhere to go. So CO3 right now is pretty lit up from the on the defensive side, but they do have the advantage as it's a 5-on-4 for this team equality defense.
Yeah, definitely. As we can see last round, I think Waka's shoutout helped Nale pick up his score. He's doing a bit better now. Let's see if he can help Team Equality win this half.
We have a shout out from Noob It Up saying you're doing it wrong, Will Smith. As the lane gets a nice pick on Will Smith, CL3 takes out Mr. Gats, and Inhale takes out a lane. So they're shutting down this 2 site right now, as Kati Pro and Raukheim are up for the offense in this 2v4 situation.
Right now, Katse and Raukheim playing really. Oh, and Monet gets the pick on Katse.
This for Raukheim, so it does not look very good for this egomaNiac offense, as they had the lead to start off, and they all rush it, just saying you're not going to escape from us today. So this team equality is going to take the round at 6-5 with Will Smith.
Yeah, definitely a nice comeback.
Will Smith was definitely top in there at 14-7. Very strong play, as he was the all-star for that half, hands down, as he saved a couple rounds for this equality team. So during this halftime break, I'd like to give a thanks to EG for that 3,000 G coin prize pool again. Now, what I seen there was Kati Pro wasn't playing as aggressive as I've seen him in the past. What do you expect to see from Kasi Pro on this defense side as we see moNe playing really that street area and rotating in between that 2 and that 1 area? So, seeing as Kasi Pro has that FRF2 instead of that TPG.
Yeah, well, he definitely played very passive on offense, so let's see how that comes into play on defense, since it's going to work in his favor.
So who do you think will top for this egomaNiac team, and do you think that they have the chance to take the 6 wins?
Well, I've definitely seen iTorn being very effective here, rushing green room, and there you go, he gets the first blood there, taking out Tuma, and he's definitely going to be a big factor in locking down the 2 site. So really, it's going to be up to those Katse Pro and Rao Kaim to defend 1.
As we've seen in the past, we've seen Fat Kid switch to that MP7 in that offense so he can get quicker to spots. We just seen iTorn actually switch to that MP7 for the first round, but he gets taken out by CO3 at that distance in the fridge area. So we'll see if he sticks with that MP7 or if he's going to go back to his rifle, as we've seen him be more effective with that rifle lately in the game.
Yeah, at the moment, the offense for Team Equality is spread out evenly, as Elaine gets a pick on Will Smith. He was trying to work that pick in the office. Now Katsy's rotating to help him out. Nale's going to try and capitalize on that. Bombs down at the moment in freezers. And this Team Equality's scope in the warehouse trying to work a pick as CL3's in mid. Four v 3 situation right now for egomaNiacs.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation right now as Kasi Pro gets that pick on moNe. Maybe we're seeing that FR doing better than that TPG in this game. As Mr. Gas actually takes out Inhale at the bottom of that green generator area, and Elaine's going to finish the round by taking out CL3, giving egomaNiacs the first round of this second half.
Definitely some rock solid defense, and then I think it. We have seen iTorn switch back to rifle, so not being so aggressive in green room.
As Tuma actually takes out Mr. Gats inside of that green room, leaving iTorn over there. As CL3 takes out Kati Pro, and he's getting into a firefight with Elaine, who was up on that balcony. iTorn's in sight, and CL3 with that double kill between iTorn and Kati Pro. As moNe is watching the backside, and Rao Kaim is behind the back, he gets taken out, straight headshot.
It was definitely an effective and aggressive push by Equality to sort of swing the odds back in their favor, especially by CL3 there with that double kill. Is very effective. iTorn switch back to a point man again, rushing green. Let's see what they can do here. He gets shut down by Elaine. Last one at 2. Will Smith with the bomb and scope moNe inside green.
Will Smith getting a nice pick on Elaine there as Kati Pro takes out Will Smith. As moNe and Kati Pro having a little peekaboo battle here. As moNe picked up that para, very high recoil on that thing. As Kati Pro misses another shot. Now moNe picking up another weapon, switching to that M4 as CL3 is actually rotating around the back. So we see a Kati Pro actually retreat, and that means it's going to cancel out that CL3 flank. Kati Pro take that front door as CL3 is going to try and flank over again. Maybe he won't completely miss this time. As moNe looks like he's going to rotate to the 2 area, or the 1 area, from the 2 site.
Katse and CL3 both have some action here.
CL3 getting the nice shots as Kati Pro had no clue where that came from until the bullet spread was on the wall.